Hi fellow optimizers, my name is Vlad Malik from goodui.org. In this video we will watch an AABCD test simulation and see how long we should run that test and what sorts of events are likely or possible. Now all tests go through an initial state that is completely dominated by chance, where we can't tell which version is better. You can see that on the left side of the screen. But over a week later, the same tests have progressed towards a stable state where the relative performance of each variation is very clear. And that's where we want to be, and that's the tricky part. How do I know that I'm here? When do I have enough data? The problem is that once you have lots of data, things don't change as much day to day. Tomorrow it could stay the same, or variations could start to move apart, which is very common. Maybe it'll take a week for that to happen, maybe a couple of days. We don't know. So one way or another, we need a time frame that we know is long enough for the effect to come through the noise. And at the same time, we need to reduce the size of a false positive in case that effect isn't there. So we need to run our test long enough. One way to do that is to simulate your test using the same approximate traffic and conversion rate as your real site. Then you see roughly how long it takes to get to that stable point, but also you get to see what kinds of movements and intermediate outcomes are likely or unlikely. So let's watch this full simulation and see what happens. We're running the same test 10 times, 10 columns, 10 tests. The red line is 0, that's our baseline or current page version. The circles are variations. When a variation is below the red line, that means it's doing worse, and when it's above the line, that means it's doing better. Now notice how 3 days into one test, the blue goes from almost 20% better to below 0. And 5 days into the test, blue can still lose, as we can see multiple times here. Red is a copy of our baseline, so it just hovers around 0, which is the red line. We also have some high false positives. Now, when we run the real test, we have a better idea of what to expect by chance. Keep in mind that this is just 10 outcomes. We should rerun the simulation many more times to better understand how likely various events are at any stage of the test. Thanks for watching.